Welcome to Sugar Free with Justin T. I'm Justin. This is my lovely assistant Penny, and here this time we're going to show you the country style breakfast casserole. So we have a lot of ingredients that we're going to need today. So let's go through them. You'll need some cooking spray. You'll need 4 ounces of lean ham, half a cup of fat-free sour cream, 2 pounds of frozen style country style hash browns, 4 slices of fat-free American cheese, 2 green onions, 2 eggs, 6 egg whites, 2 cups of fat-free milk, 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese, half a teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of dry mustard. So we have a lot of ingredients that we have to work with this time. So what we want to do, as always, we want to make sure that we have our pan pre-greased, and we have that done. We have our oven preheated to 350, so it's getting good and warm while we're preparing our dish. That way it'll be ready to go as soon as we're ready to put the dish in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to chop your ham and place it in the bottom of your pan. So we have pre-diced our ham, and Penny's going to spread that out across the bottom of the pan. And as she's spreading that out, just remember, you want to spread the ham out all the way across the bottom of the pan, because every bite you want to taste some ham in it. Ham is the most delicious portion of this, correct, Penny?
Absolutely.
So after you've done your ham, you want to dice your cheese and get that prepared. So Penny is actually going to go ahead and begin separating our egg whites for us, so separating some eggs. So as she does that, I'm going to actually go ahead and mix the sour cream and hash browns together, because that's not a very big thing. So Penny's going to walk us through the steps of actually separating an egg.
The first thing you want to do is crack the egg carefully, and then you're going to just pop your yolk from shell to shell and let the white drain out. You want to do it carefully because you want to make sure that you don't get any yolk in there. So there's one. Let's try that again. I think I'm good enough at it now. I can put it in the bowl. If you're just starting doing this, you should really crack them into a bowl that you're not going to use, just in case your yolk breaks. It's happened before. You don't want your yolk in there with your egg whites, right, Justin?
That's right. We don't want the yolk to get in with the egg whites, and we do this for lower calories, right, Penny?
That's correct. There's a little less cholesterol if you don't use the whole yolk.
So that's always a good reason for doing this. So as she finishes those up, I'm going to start mixing our hash browns with the sour cream. And like I said, if you have the hash browns frozen and things like that, if you're frozen what you're mixing with the sour cream, it's going to look like it disappears immediately. But just make sure you mix everything thoroughly. Kind of turn your hash browns, turn them, and keep making sure. You'll see it'll almost look like frozen white on top of the hash browns. Now this is the main portion of our dish, the hash browns are. So what we want to do is we want to spread these actually over the ham. So we'll take this and we'll spread it. You just want to spread it nice and evenly in your pan, like so. And of course, if you don't get it spread evenly, you can always take your spoon or whatever you're using, kind of spread it out. And because that sour cream's frozen, you may have a little bit more in certain spots.
That's probably not a big deal. Once it bakes, it kind of evens out, doesn't it?
That is correct. That is correct. So we already have our cheese diced. You want to dice your cheese. You can use shredded cheese if you like as well, shredded American cheese. We use cheese slices and we dice those. So we want to go ahead and spread those over the hash browns. Yes, please. So we'll spread those out and kind of...
American cheese kind of sticks together, doesn't it?
It does. The cheese slices begin to stick together, and they sometimes, just turn into little cheese blocks. So you just want to spread those out. 2 best ingredients in the whole dish, ham and cheese. Make sure they're spread out so you have some in every single bite. So with the egg whites, what we're going to do is we're going to mix our eggs, our egg whites, and then we're going to add our green onions.
I need to get a whisk.
Yes, you do. So we'll add our green onions in with our eggs and egg whites. We'll add our Parmesan cheese in. As Penny's mixing, I'll just kind of pour that in. And then we'll also do 2 cups of skim milk.
You gave me the messy job, didn't
I
you?
did indeed today. So with this mixture really kind of holds everything together. As it cooks, it's going to kind of solidify because of the eggs and the egg whites and milk in this portion. It'll kind of harden up and be kind of somewhat cakey, if you will. So as Penny finishes mixing that up, the last thing that we want to do with this is we just want to pour it over our entire mixture and kind of pour it evenly. If you don't pour it so evenly and you end up pouring some in the wrong spot, that's okay. It will spread out. It will still turn out just perfect and extremely delicious. So we have our dish complete. It's ready to go in the oven. We're going to bake this for about an hour at 350 degrees or until your center is good and set. Maybe your oven cooks a little fast, maybe your oven cooks a little slow. You know these things, so adjust accordingly to the recipe. So let's pop this in the oven.
This makes a really healthy breakfast, and it's ready in a hurry. It only takes about 30 minutes to cook, correct?
30 minutes to an hour, yes.
Awesome.
So very good. So let's get you a finished product so we don't have to wait very long and see what we have here. Now this is our beautiful breakfast casserole. So this feeds up to 18 people with half-cup portions. We want to make sure that we're having the half-cup portions. You don't want to do too many portions. Like we said, moderation is always a good thing. So moderation for any dish is always the way to go. So just like every recipe here on Sugar Free with Justin T, the final step in any recipe is to taste your recipe. So Penny, let's do the honors here.
You want some too?
Let's try it.
That is really good.
That's delicious. This has been Sugar Free with Justin T. I'm Justin.
I'm Penny.
Thanks for being with us.